almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Alright, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instant, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
Hold on.
No, those are the old pillows that just have no covers on them. Alright, today's musical accompaniment is brought to you by Mad Ducks. That seems just a little loud, maybe? Well, I mean, they're new for me sleeping on them, you know. There we are. Alright. Where were we? Building Lego. Why were we? Because I'm bored. And what are we? We're on bag 40. So, let's get constructing. This is also the wrong thing. Hey, Sireg. How's it going? Mr. Dux is the musician today. Has graciously given me a large library of music. So it strikes me that we've got shit to do. Gotta do 32 of these crazy bastards. Look, with all the butchers and delis you have around there, you can get the stuff to make gumbo. I guarantee you. That would be very interesting to see you make a kosher gumbo. Hey, little Willie. Look, the Jewish delis are the reason why corned beef and cabbage is a thing in America. I've talked about this, like, almost every single time that I've done a St. Patty's Day cooking episode. But yes, Dux has given both of us a culinary challenge. Next week, I'm going to try and make dinner for only, like, a dinner for two for, like, only, like, 25 bucks. I think I can do it. Hey, Digi. Well, I mean, you are living in a place that has a lot of rabbis per capita, you know? Hey, Rimward! That is hella's good news, buddy. Also, isn't there a special thing about yellow cap sodas in New York for specifically very kosher Jews? Why are those sodas specifically kosher? I recall it being something very technical, and then someone saying, but yeah, once they've been sitting in the bottle for a while, it all just becomes the same. Despite having a lot of Polish blood in me, I actually don't care for pierogies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was gonna say, like, as a practicing kosher Jew, you better know this answer. Where the hell? Am I missing another piece? Is this bar used for anything? Fuck! I'm very, very upset. Legitimately. Very upset. I'm not pleased at all. I still haven't even gotten that one piece for it yet. That piece, the clear tile has still not come in. I'm very legitimately upset. Like, how does that happen? Like, first it was the frickin' ingot, and now it's a telescope piece. I'm half tempted to see if there's a spare one in this fucking thing. This is Eiffel's apartment. So, how many telescopes are you supposed to have? You're supposed to have one. If there's a second one, I'm going to be very happy. is this? Oh, holy shit, there's two. And I'm only doing this because I only need one in the Eiffel's apartment. Ha 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 ha! Serendipity. Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to do that. Also, Ducks, thank you for the music today. In my own free time, I've started playing Spider-Man. And Jesus Christ, there are incredibly way too many collectible things to go and do. I was going to want to play it on stream, but I also just want to play a game, and I'm going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima for you all. Or you all could just tell me, hey, Doc, stop playing Spider-Man and wait. You're not wrong. Yes, but I wanted to play Spider-Mans with you. Because Spider-Mans. Also, Duck, You will have you will have a double fat version as soon as the meetup happens. At the concert, like as soon as that song started going, it was like, after 14 years I left the sea for life upon a lake. After all the storms I'd seen, I needed a good break. I thought still waters would mean peace for me, but that was a mistake. For the place I chose was bedeviled by a giant evil drake. And as soon as like that giant evil drake came out, someone in the audience pulled out a duck pool floaty ring, and the Johns were just like, hell yeah, give that to us. It was just like, by a giant evil drake, and he just held up a pool floaty, and it was great. Also, one of their members just had a baby. And so what they did to have his presence there is they recorded all of his parts and made a mannequin, dressed it up like them, and taped an iPad to the front of it. They called it iRobbie. The Longest Johns are very good showmen. If anyone ever has the chance to see them in concert, do. I also have nothing but positive things to say about Home Free, the act that they toured with. Home Free is an all vocal country band. As in, every sound that they record is vocal. And they're some really, really funny guys. And I think I talked about this a while ago. Well, there's a difference between a cappella and all vocal. Because a cappella means you're just singing it straight. All vocal means that all of the instrumentals, meaning they have instrumentation, but it's vocal. But during the concert, they brought to our attention, mostly because they have a cover of it, that it's 2025, and a very famous shipwreck happened in 1975. And then they proceeded to sing The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And that was a very good song. Their version was very, very good. Yes, the Edmund Fitzgerald. And what I loved that they did is when they got to the part singing about the cathedral bell rung 29 times. After that verse, they took a bridge and recited the names of all 29 individuals. And that was an incredibly personal touch. And it just struck me how powerful that was. Hey, Samurai. I am very happy that the Eiffel, that the apartment set had a backup piece. Now watch me be missing something from the apartment set. I'm not gonna lie. The only song I know of his is The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And it's like, this isn't a first-gen box! This isn't a first-gen box! I have 34 bags left on this thing. Go. Sounds like something is going very right. I saw someone playing Banished, and I kind of want to play it. Okay, so the quality isn't bad, but the quality is done by weight, not by visual inspection. So these ingot pieces, there are ingots in the set, so it's not unheard of that this would be in the set, but it was in place of a clear 1x2 plate. These small bars are in the set. In fact, I have a couple of extras, and I suspect that this weighs the same as one of those one of those poles. So it's like, I get why I have the pieces I have. I just don't understand why I've had, what is it, 2, 3 pieces missing? Roll Northumbria, and it's one for that we love, 2, 3 for the fire that burns down below. Roll Northumbria, roll, you boys. Roll Northumbria, roll. Alright, I'm gonna do some sorting. So it's like, that's big. That's a big discrepancy. These are minor discrepancies where I understand why they are the discrepancies that they are. I just don't like that they're the discrepancies that they are. Alright, and what I'm doing here is I'm sorting piles. Just grabbing a bag and plopping it down. If I have to say, my biggest disappointment at the Longest John's concert is that they didn't play the Mary Ellen Carter. I would have loved to have heard them play the Mary Ellen Carter live. Would have been spectacular. That being said, they are very good showmen, extremely talented musicians, and I had a wonderful time. I'm getting a look at what's coming up, and holy shit, there is so much greebling. One back. I misspelled that. You're welcome, ducks. Digi, I am ambivalent about the TMNT set. Was never really big into them as a kid, and just with the oversaturation of Universes Beyond IPs, like, I'm just over it, you know? Night Owl, this would be a completely different chat if there was an A in that sentence. Because then we'd have to start making, Pulp Fiction references. I have to say, though, just, like, from beginning to end, like, Pulp Fiction is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time. So, Digi, how is Sneak different than Ninjutsu? Because they seem functionally identical. Who's Zed? Why is there a Z on the key? It's for Zed. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, honey. Zed's dead. I love the scene of him just wandering around upstairs looking for a weapon, and then he just stumbles across the katana. I'm just like, oh, Tarantino knew what he was doing with this. I love the beginning of that scene when he's driving and he's at the stoplight Marcellus Wallace walks by. What the? Butch's story is hilarious. Okay, but what about a chainsword? He's the guy at the robbery, right? At the coffee shop. Ah. Who was the guy at the coffee shop robbing the place? Okay. Because I've got a movie recommendation for you folks. Because someone brought to my attention a movie by the name of Four Rooms. A series of 4 short films with a set of recurring characters set in a hotel on New Year's Eve with Tim Roth as a bellboy as an interconnected character. It has each of the short films is directed by a different person. And Tarantino directs I don't know if he stars in or just directs the last one. Frickin' hell yeah, Madonna was in it. I forgot that. Antonio Banderas is also in it. Hey, don't misbehave. It's a series of like 4 interconnected stories set in a hotel. Each of these stories is directed by a different person, and the bellboy, played by Tim Roth, is the connected driving force of the movie. And it's great. It's so good. It's like Tim Roth is channeling his inner Mr. Bean for most of the movie, because I think he has like about a dozen speaking lines throughout the entire film. Not to be compared with The Room, which I would not recommend watching unless you are very drunk. But it is a very funny movie. With lots of little jokes and nods when you start realizing all of the interconnected jokes. Hey, Grimos. We have a new quote. Hey, Apocalypse. Was it 12,970? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Oh, that's interesting. This small package got heat sealed into the the top of it. Oh, hi, Mark. It's not my job, I suppose, to provide career advice to the exuberant Tarantino, who, after all, is one of the most likable characters to hit Hollywood in a long time. Judging by his filmography since Pulp Fiction, he apparently makes friends quickly and cements that friendship with a contract to collaborate on a movie. He has big talent, and I would like to gently suggest that sometime soon he commence a project that will remind us of that. Also from Herbert's review. Hi, Zykus. Ducks. This is the WBPL. We're all mad here. I'm not all there myself. Is this a perfectly normal random thought that anyone could have? So perfectly normal that the dude I pass on the street could have this exact thought? somehow that does not fill me with confidence. Where the fuck is this piece? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's just see if I'm blind. Hello, Mo. Let's see if I actually have all the parts to build fucking one of these. I'm having a bit of a rage attack right now. Samurai. I'm missing a piece. I'm getting really sick and tired of this. This was the bag that had the other bag heat sealed into the top of it. Let me just quickly... Lego, if you're watching this, this is a great build, but this is literally unbearable. Hey, Samurai, can you check and see if there is at all. There's an extra fucking telescope. Supposed to be an extra one by four tile. And I suspect with due to how this bag was packaged, that's the reason why I'm missing a piece. Or let's just make the rest of this. This is almost comical at this point. Look at the kitty. I don't know. Quite frankly, I'm more pissed off at Lego's quality control at the moment. I know, Zykes. I literally just put one in. And it's like, I hate to, and it's like, I'm gonna, like, just be fucking spamming them, and then I hope they're gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? I believe this is 1, 2, yes, this is the third missing piece of the set. Okay. These are my extra pieces right here. This little minifigure clip. And this 1x3. What I suspect is that these weigh the same as a 1x4. Alright, let's see if there's an extra piece in fucking here. If there's not, there will be a sternly worded fucking email. very upset. Now, I can make it work. I just don't want to. Because I have a 1x1 and a 1x3. It's a foot-long glow-in-the-dark shark. Are there any 1x4s here? Because if there are, I will gladly deconstruct this fucking set. There's unfortunately not. There is. Hurrah! This is useful for fucking something. You stupid... See into the fucking toilet, moss-growing piece of crap house. You're going to finally do something useful and be part of a good set, you piece of shit. I did not have fun building you. It's the right color? Hell yeah. Guess what? You're gonna live in shame like that. Okay, I'm in a good mood. Only good thing about that set is the fucking truck. No, get in the fucking hole, piss boy. Hello! Hello, Dex, how do I say your name? Dexeritio. I'm just gonna call you Dex. Hello. Welcome to the WBPL 76, where we're a bunch of nerds who do a lot of different stuff. I just so happen to be building Legos. This is the third piece. The second today that I have not had in this set. At the very beginning of this set. At the very beginning of this set, I was missing a 1x2 clear plate. I have still not received that from LEGO support. I had to go to a Bricks and Minifigs and dig through their bulk box. I paid a lady 25 cents for that piece because she wouldn't let me pay her 50. I literally ran out to my car, got 50 cents, handed it to her, and she said, "No, I'm not going to take this." I said, "I'm paying for this piece. Take my money." Then, about 30 minutes ago, I was missing a telescope piece from one of the final bags of the lower level. And then, so I just ordered that. And now, I was missing a 1x4 plate for that goes right here. So I apologize for being a little peeved. But hello, welcome to the show. This is episode 4 of Doctor Who Slowly Goes Insane. Okay. It's tedious. I can tell you that much. I also have a cooking show on this channel. Yes, given that it's Lego, I'm trying to maintain my hands in frame. That's why the big screen right up here is me. And why the screen over here is all my Lego. I also have a giant French flag behind me because this is the Eiffel Tower, and I thought it was funny. Yes, I do. I have a cooking show, and until this Lego set is done, and until I get another, until this Lego set is done, I will be cooking every other week. Then I will be probably cooking most weeks until I get another Lego set. Also, I just noticed red, white, and blue. There's another French flag in there. All right. Let's make another bar. There we are, there we are. Also, everyone from last week who was here, when I cut myself very badly, it's healing up quite nicely. I put some liquid Band-Aid on it for like 3-4 days, and then it scabbed over. And now it's... I just have a chunk out of my finger for a little bit. One, two, three, four. I think the worst part about it was ginger juice got into the cut, and ginger juice kind of burns a little bit. At least I wasn't cutting hot peppers, you are correct. Or anything particularly salty. But how small hands, like, I've been doing Lego for a while. I've been an adult Lego fan for, well, a long time. Back when I first started college, I got into those Lego architecture sets, and I've got a number of them in my collection, and I had a lot of fun building them. And they are some very small and very delicate models. Delicate in so much as they are tiny and have a lot of small pieces. Not that Lego is delicate, it's just very small models. No, Dex, I've also knit on stream before. I have my Doctor Who scarf off the needles. And it's, I just need to block it and put the tassels on. And this is like, oh, you just need to do that. And Jesus Christ, I've been knitting this thing for about 15 years. So it's like, I'm very used to doing small, dexterous work. I've also painted quite a few minis. we do a lot of miniature painting in this group. We have a show called the Numeric Workshop where ostensibly Parallax tries to paint a miniature live on camera, and Squick does his best to inflict psychic damage upon him and get him distracted from actually painting. He is very oftentimes wildly successful at this. But no, Legos are fun. This is a 10,000 piece set. So honestly, only having 3 pieces missing out of the entire set is impressive. I should say so far, there are 30-odd bags behind me, which may soon change my opinion. Chat, you are very quiet. Is everything all right in there? If there's one thing worse than a noisy chat, it's a quiet chat. Just like toddlers. You guys are up to something, I just know it. Okay, yes, I suspect that I was given an extra 1x3 and an extra minifig clip. Alright, speaking of, my mech case, with my unit patches, I've got Steiner, or is that Davion? Yeah, no, I've got Steiner, and I've got Davion. I've got House Arano, and this is the Free State of Van Zant. Age tuum negotium. Go about your business. Yeah. Then I also have the Wolf's Dragoons and the Kellhounds. I should have gotten the Northwind Highlanders, but they were out of those. Over here. My minis. It's my Atlas, my Orion, my Crusader, Jim Bob's Free State of Van Zant Star Slayer, and my Black Knight. Very happy with this. Anyway, back to Legos. I need to finish up my Marauder. I mean, It's mostly done. I just have to do the detailing. How many people we got watching? 23, just about. Hey, Knight. Could you do me a favor? If you are distracted, that is okay. I can wait. Damn it. No, everyone should have a Marauder. Marauders are very good mechs. Perhaps next to Mad Cats and Atlases, probably one of the most iconic mechs in Battletech. I hope everybody's having a good evening, and having a good time. Afternoon, morning, night, whatever time it is for y'all. Grimos, Night Owl has told us that it is raining quite fearsome up in his neck of the woods. I understand that you are close enough over there. Is it also raining like heck in your neck of the woods? Indeed. It sounds like You guys are getting very, very wet. Mac and cheese with bell peppers sounds very good. I had some leftover chili for lunch. And I probably need to get some more food in me. Excuse me. Hey. Ah, that's clever. It's a little... The little thing is a rest for the, thing. You know, part of me wishes that the greebling was more structural, but I don't know if I could deal with that. The Night Owl, don't chastise Grimos. I saw what you just started playing. Persona 5. It's the exact same thing I do every day at exactly the same time. I'm giving you shit, buddy. I'm giving you shit. Ugh. I seriously do wonder when the frickin' brick order is going to come in. Because last time it came in from Canada. And to my understanding, there's currently some, shall we say, shipping troubles trying to get stuff from Canada. That's about as far into that conversation as I'm going to go. Because that is neither here nor there. Well, it's over there and I want to get it here. That seems to be the problem. Also, I just realized that Canada shipping is very in its own kind of mess, not due to the entire situation here in the US. They're kind of having their own farkas at the moment. If I'm not mistaken. And again, this isn't a political or current times channel, so I am going to just say that there are issues in Canada not regarding independent of the American situation, which is impeding international commerce and making everyone very upset. And that's about as summarizing as we're gonna go. Canadian-specific things happening in specifically Canada. And much of it is not to do with maple syrup, unfortunately. Speaking of maple syrup, Apocalypse, we need to schedule, Apocalypse Cow, if you are still in chat, we need to schedule a visit. Okay, question, yes, answer. Highlanders. Highlanders specifically from Nova Scotia. What is a French mech? What would be a French mech? Blame the revolution. Okay. Where are you going with this? Okay. There'd be some trebuchets thrown in. There would definitely be some trebuchets. But Nova Scotia would would contribute Highlanders, given their Scottish heritage. I feel like there'd be some enforcers in there. Just given Mountie and British colonialism vibes. There would definitely be some fire starters in there, because nothing screams war crime the mech like flamers everywhere. Remember, they're Geneva suggestions. I don't know if they would be particularly big adopters of atlases. I think they might do, like, some victors. Oh, they would definitely do some victors. They would 100% do victors, given, like the British military would just be, hey, we don't want these. Here, you take them. Here, I'll pet the dragon. There you go. There'd definitely be some commandos. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Have fun at work. British Columbia. Yeah. Oh. British Columbia. Given the mountains and the forests, would definitely have hatchetmen. There's what else would there be? Is there a grizzly mech? Because I know the Kodiak is the clan thing, right? Grizzly is also clan. Okay. I feel if they got their hands on those, they'd be very stupid with them. But if we're going to straight inner sphere, I think the heaviest they go is Highlanders. If only because the Nova Scotians say, we want Highlanders. For those of you who don't know, Nova Scotia means New Scotland. There is actually a canonical Canadian Highlander regiment. Well, I mean, Unity City is basically Greater Seattle and Vancouver, right? Oh, actual active military regiments. That's great. Actual, factual, active regiments. Oh, God. You do know that we're going to need to look up their regimental covers and do a lance of mechs in each of them now, right? Like, the actual frickin' Canadian Blackwatch. Send these mechs to Tex. Like, I was just joking about. About the Highlander thing. Hey, I recognize this song. That's pretty cool. And impressive. That's a very traditional tartan. So the Pipers have a very specific tartan, but everyone else is the Davidson tartan. Never pick a fight with a man in a plaid skirt. Oh gosh. Night Owl Grimos. My hands are occupied. Quote that. That's just good life advice right there. Thank you. I was already working on it. Now, part of me really likes how cool this is, that it's just the 4 clips, and another part of me is just like, that's really not 100% stable, is it? That's not the strongest Lego connection I've seen, you know? And all of these other bags are literally just the other 2 legs. But YouTube's, or not YouTube, frickin' Lego's just like, what the hell is going on with this guy? So, Night Owl. This video that I want to show says the track is DMCA free and can be used in videos and streams however he likes, or however I like, but credit would be appreciated. Can I show this on stream? Because I would like to share. I've already shared it with you. But I just want to show people something stupid that I found. That I'm just like, okay, yes, of course 40K has this. Let me get it set up. Alright. Let me try this real quick. Ooh, Hannibal. In Vancouver. Okay. Nice. I don't know if they actually have a tartan, though. Oh, they do have a tartan. Okay. Come on. Okay. So, I am... This is funny that it exists. I would have liked it to not have been an AI voiced, but Catgirls are canon in Warhammer. Yes, the Felinids.
In the grim dark future where there's only war, there's a lot of weird stuff you can't ignore. The Land Raider rolls like an armored brute, but it's named after land, yeah, some guy in a suit. Orcs paint red to go real fast, cause belief makes physics bend and blast. The showless bricks, their student grade. Detention meant you really stayed. You thought it was serious, all doom and gloom. Now it's got Catgirls and Terminators too. Catgirls are canon, so sound the alarm. They've got ears, got tails, and considerable charm. The warp is a mess, the bolters all roar, but Neko recruits keep signing up for war.
And the fact that it's ska makes it 10 times more epic. Oh.
The Adeptus Mechanicus prays to gears and blesses toasters with holy cheer. Space Marines spit acid, snack on brains, and their armor still smells like the last 5 campaigns. The warp's a mess of psychic stew, where demons party and eat your crew. And the toe, they've got anime eyes, diplomacy and mecha suits that fly. Catgirls in armor, claws and grace, leading the charge with a whiskered face. Chainswords purr, the helmets gleam. It's tactical fluff in a battlefield dream. The Emperor blinks, the Inquisitor sigh, but the Neko Crusade will never die. The stars are quiet, the void is wide, where heroes fall and fools have died. Faith and fire still light the way, through endless war and disarray. The tales are twisted, bold and vast, half our truth, the rest won't last. So don your ears, embrace crusade will never die.
There is also this one that I found from this same group. Guys, I'm not gonna play this, but if Smash Mouth is Smash Mouth's All Star was a nostalgic country song, listen to that by yourself. It's freaking great. I cannot recommend it enough.
The hive was burning, smoke and steel, tyrannid swarming, oh how to feel. I took one look and nearly fled, but no, I had to lead instead. I grabbed a vox, I cleared my throat, my voice went high like a strangled goat. I meant to scream, retreat and run back, but somehow it came out like an attack. This is not a plan, this is not a drill. I tripped and pointed toward the hill. They thought it meant to circle around. I just fell down and hit the ground. Don't cheer my name, don't praise my deeds. I only yelled because I fell to my knees. This is not a plan. It's me surviving again.
Oh, God damn it.
I ducked behind a wrecked chimera, found Jurgen eating a ration bar. A flamer nearby exploded bright. I screamed, they called it a signal light. I climbed the rubble, gasping for air. They shouted, look, he's rallying there. I fell into a trench mid-yell. They called it Kane's Gambit, I called it hell. This is not a plan, this is not a game. I only ran when the lictor came. That wasn't courage, that was fleeing. I only survived cause I kept retreating. Stop carving statues, cancel the ban. I don't deserve a medal, I deserve a hand to pull me out from this command.
Yes, this is a song about Caiaphas
They
Cain.
look at me like I've got a map, but all I've got is fear and crap. I point, they charge, I scream, they cheer. The more I flinch, the less they fear. They think I've got some master plan, but I'm just a man, a very lucky man. This is not a plan, this is not control. I just make it up as I go. They saw precision in my flailing stride, called it strategy, I just tried to hide. But if I live, I'll take the fame. Just don't expect me to do this again. This is not a plan, but hey, it worked.
So yes, I've kind of fallen into a rabbit hole of Warhammer-inspired songs. Also, yoink. Blood Ravens. Channel I found was Puppet Strider for his recognition and support. Back to Banjo Heresy by Mad Ducks. So from what I understand of Cat Girls is they were introduced as part of a a lore contest, and the guy who won got to add something to the canon. And he's just like, dog, I want cat girls. And they're just like, all right, they're a race of abhumans. What's the name of the planet that what's the name of the planet that they inhabit? And he's just like, is it Connor McDougal? Like, literally, they're the planet that they inhabit is Connor McDougal, and that is the name of the man who won the contest to put them into Warhammer canon. And according to in-universe reports, people can't agree if they are fur-covered, feline-looking humans, or indistinguishable, but with cat ears and tails. I'm starting to appreciate some of the weirder Warhammer lore. It can be funny. Like boiling down Tazen the Infinite to a mad robotic Pokemon trainer because he's gotta capture everything. It's not missing the mark, apparently. Like, he's just like, ooh, that's shiny, let's collect it. I was reading or listening to a weird Warhammer lore video. Like funniest things that happen in the lore. And one of them was, one of Tazen's subordinates is just like, hey, Tazen, we're kind of running out of space to store all of your stuff. So here's my proposition. We can remove the wine cellar and start putting some stuff in there and expand your main vault storage. And then he's just like, but where would I put my wine? And they're just like, sir, you're a Necron. You don't need to eat. Or drink. Like, this is useless to you. And he's just like, yeah, but it's valuable. And it's mine. Where would I put it? And then he was just like, nope, your plan is not kosher. There's apparently an orc who somehow time traveled, found himself, and then killed his past self because he wanted a second gun, and now he has a second gun. Like, time paradox be damned, he killed his past self and stole his own gun from himself. Okay, question for people who are better into Warhammer lore than I am. Who are the Blood Angels and why do they steal everything? Or is that just a gross memification of what they do? It's like, hey, isn't this our chapter Sacred Artifact? There's like, Finders Keepers. I'm just like, that's not how this works. They're just like, preservation. Hey, Night Owl, who's up next? What's on second? I don't know. Third base? At 4:30, right? In an hour, just about? I should know these things. The problem is, I don't. Look at that smoky. Yeah, I saw that in the, I saw that when I logged in. $4:30, yeah. So I've got about an hour. It's like, now that but it's like on the subject of Felinids and Warhammer, now that I know that they exist in the lore, it would have been an absolutely kick-ass move of Owlcat to just be like, okay, so we have Fishwife, we have Murder Wife, what about Cat Wife? And everyone would have been like, yes, please. Because this is the internet, and cat girls. Yes, and some people speculate that we might be getting a Necron as a companion. Or at least that's some of the rumors that I heard. So, like, personally, I'd like to see orcs. You are not wrong. From what I know of rogue tradering. Okay. This particular endeavor will be finished at level 50. Yeah, that just slides right on there. And now my headphones are yelling at me. Nope. Excuse me while I go get a USB cord. I don't know how real this interaction is, or if someone did it for a comic or something, but it was Tazen the Infinite getting somewhere where he's not supposed to be. Who are you and how did you get in here? I'm Tazen the Infinite, and I'm Tazen the Infinite. Honestly, Tazen sounds like a really cool guy. Apparently him and Call have worked together on a couple occasions. But on top of needing to get into the industrialization series in the industrialization series in what is it? In Discworld, I kind of want to read the Caiaphas Cain books. Because apparently they're quite funny. And the joke that I've seen in the memes is Caiaphas Cain is the God Emperor's favorite clown. Just like, haha, funny man succeed. And then it's like, apparently, Amberly Vale, who is the book's in-universe editor, like, puts in editor's notes, and is like Kane's just like, man, I really don't understand why all of these people are, like, they're like, morale isn't going down, they're fighting hard, they're rallying. I really don't get it. And Amberly Vale is just like, well, maybe it's because the legendary Caiaphas Cain is commanding them. It's like he's apparently in canon fought 2 hive tyrants, and it's like he's just like, it took everything that I could do to just dodge. And it's just like, you see an Astartes fight a hive tyrant, and he winds up in but it's just like he legitimately held off hive tyrants by himself in single combat, as compared to like an Astartes who has a 50-50 chance of getting their shit kicked in. In like 30 minutes. Right? Because the schedule says 4:30. 4:30 my time. Okay. Well, this all is just a giant, a giant, okay. It says on the hour. This is all basically just a mirror of everything else that I've done. So I guess I'll get out of here and make way for Tex and Dep. And do not much more than this. And next time you see me, we'll be playing Ghosts of Tsushima. I hope everybody had a good day, had a good time, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Ta.
Hold on.
Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo text push freight. Our enemies in disarray.
get back to work.